I am Dr. Kiran Velpula, and I am the current councilman at large to the city of Peoria. I'm actually the first Asian Indian to be seated at the council in the 186 years since the incorporation of Peoria. I work at the College of Medicine as an assistant professor in cancer biology and pharmacology, pediatrics, and neurosurgery. I'm married, and my wife is an assistant professor at the Department of cancer biology and pharmacology at the college, and we are blessed with one kid who is 13 years old. The healthcare sector is one sector that touches every aspect of human life, right from birth to death. I entered the healthcare sector as a researcher and educator, as I believe that health research has a high value to the society and to the community. I was very interested to learn about the disease trends, risk factors, and outcomes. So I entered into the research field to provide complementary insights and hone my thoughts towards challenges in medicine. I was offered a job as a postdoctoral research associate at the College of Medicine at Peoria. So I came to Peoria to visit and realized the city has an outstanding hospital system, a vibrant and welcoming community, and wonderful neighborhoods. So we immediately felt Peoria home and moved in here. It was full, bustling with a lot of Indian crowds, and we went to an apartment complex. We were very surprised to see the amount of Indian population down in the small city like Peoria because I moved from Cleveland, which is kind of a bigger city than Peoria. So I'm very surprised to see the population in Peoria, Indian population especially. So Peoria is a small city with a huge medical community, with world-class physicians, their support staff, the University of Illinois College of Medicine at Peoria, internationally recognized Jump Training Center, strong philanthropic support to research. I think these are some of the unique things to our healthcare sector in Peoria. So as you know, most of the Asian Indian community in Peoria is comprised of doctors, engineers, and attorneys. We as a community are now giving back by helping in philanthropic activities for the Ronald McDonald House of Charities, Easter Seals, Neighborhood House, Habitat for Humanity, the Center for Prevention of Abuse, and further reaching out to schools for guiding the interested students towards the healthcare industry. I played cricket for my university in India, and I still continue to play cricket with the community members here in Peoria. It reminds me of home, it reminds me of friendship. So, in a nutshell, I'll say Peoria provides opportunities for building a career, raising a family, and providing an opportunity to serve back. So the Asian Indian community coming together to make an impact is the most proudest moment that I feel right now. COVID has impacted research industry a lot because most of our work needs us to go back to the bench. We cannot do it remotely. It made sure we had to make sure that there are some individuals in the lab taking care of the cells because these cannot be stopped. So we made sure we took extra precautions to go even when the COVID is so high. And we were able to battle that out. In the interim, our laboratory came up with a very novel approach to look at genomic structure of COVID virus. And we found an interesting observation that one of the target that is worked out in a laboratory called galectin 3 is seen on the viral structure of the COVID-19. And we published two papers, and one of the paper is quoted on WHO website. And the flip side of it is we lost a lot of time. I mean, our tenure clock keeps ticking, and then we have to perform. But the university is kind to kind of reset the clock. It became very hard for people to retain, maintain their lifestyles. The support from the College of Medicine, the dean, and the public and the university made us see through the pandemic. Wherever I went, whatever I did, the community was behind me. I should say the community was a strength and is a strength to my success. They believed in my thoughts, they supported my ideas. We need to start somewhere, and I started big. that's a surprise. I like the representation of the community. It's very important to be recognized. It's very crucial for the next generations to even participate in the policy making. I feel very responsible and accountable. I have to give this back to the community. All I have to say, I have to give it back to my wife, give it back to my kid, and my parents, of course, and my friends, mentors. Yeah, a lot of people that really trusted me. I mean, it's very hard to gain the traction, to gain the trust, and make people believe in what you're trying to do. Especially the pitch I took was a hard one because I wanted to build something which is not there. But in pursuit of that, in pursuit of the thought process that might come through, which will align with the income in cancer center or the healthcare system, which is already there, very strong, and I'm at the right spot to speak the language and understand and provide guidance to the council to make an informed decision anything about healthcare. I'd like to see Peoria become a biotech hub, or in a simpler terms, or a healthcare corridor, and hope to see the development of biomanufacturing and industries in the healthcare sector in particular. These support the hospitals and the medical education here. Peoria is a very small place. We need collaboration. We need people to come together. And once these industries or the healthcare sector takes off, we can expect increased employment. But again, it will only happen if all the communities, not only Indian community, but every community will come together, join hands to make this happen. And then I would really see that Asian Indian community would lead the efforts in that area. And the other most important thing that I really wanted to share with you is I really believe in the human capital. That's one other aim of mine. PRA is very strong. It has a very strong workforce, but it is untapped. I really see that we have a lot of potential to grow as a workforce development, not only in Illinois, but also in the country. And now, since it's COVID, you can stay everywhere because most of the millennials doesn't want to go back to work. So that means you can invite them to Peoria, give them a better life. And Peoria is the sixth best city if a person is earning less than $35,000 per year. So that's something. Peoria has it. And now looking at the healthcare prospects, I recently learned that it is 1:2, 2:9 ratio. If for one doctor, you will have two attending, a nurse or a physician assistant, but nine support staff. But I'm really focused on getting that nine aligned and make sure that they stay in Peoria. So that's my vision.